Howdy y'all, Fuzz Z Biker out here at, I think it's called the Oak Ridge Conservation Area. This is west of Oto, Iowa, OTO. Big wilderness area down there. Trails, all that neat stuff. We're out here on the Hot Rod Himalayan. By the way, there's one of my favorite trees of all times. I love taking pictures under this tree. We did a little bit of work to it. I rode it about 150 miles yesterday. We're in the middle of January right now. And I really haven't had an opportunity to ride this, but today I've got about 115 miles on it. Yesterday I did about 100 and I think it was almost 160 actually. The big thing about this today is I've added some things to it. I went by Baxter Cycle on the way home last night and I got this rally seat. Check that out. Isn't that cool? And that wasn't supposed to fit on this motorcycle. They told us it wouldn't fit. But Baxter Cycle is a way of making things like that happen. So I'll tell you more about that in a bit. It's been an interesting ride on that thing. Of course, the Himalayan's my, the Royal Enfield ADV bike. This is the bike we're going to take to Alaska next year. I don't know if I'm going to use that seat for that trip or not, but so what about the seat? Well, there's kind of four things. I've got, what would that be, about 120 some miles on it so far. And I've got kind of four things. It's hard, it's firm. It's firm, not hard. We'll say, yeah, it's pretty it's pretty firm. It's narrow. It's good looking. I like the way it looks. I mean, look at that. Look how narrow it is, right through the middle, right up the front. And it's purpose built. It's, they made it to serve a purpose. Look how dirty my bike is. Good grief. So about the firmness. Now, I felt that on the ride here. Like it's 115 miles here today, and I started getting a little sore. But it's wide. As you go back, it's wide, it's flat, it's long, and so you can move around a lot. There's a lot of space to take advantage of that. The next one is I called it narrow, and if you look at that, you can really see that. So the seat is extra narrow right here, but it's also narrow coming back compared to the stock seat. And that does a couple things for you. One is, because it's so narrow here, when you sit on this bike, it makes the bike feel lower. So I think the seat is actually taller, especially back here. But when you sit on the bike, I think there's a little cutout right here, and then these very sharp cutouts on the side. It actually feels like your foot's closer to the ground, So I think if you were somebody that felt the Himalayan was a little tall, you might want to try a rally seat and see what that did for you. Also, when you're on the bike, and standing, that's one of the reasons it's so narrow. When you're up standing and stuff, you can slide back and forth easily. Handsome, well, just look at it. I think it's handsome. It's this Himalayan on the side here. It's got this really neat RO right here, kind of built into the texture. Royal Enfield up here. I like the way it's contoured, very good texture on it. As far as purpose built goes, that goes more to the, it's made for a rally kit. The idea is you buy this thing and you buy this back end piece, and it helps it look like a dirt bike. They also have a rally crash bar system and a rally bash plate. And I'm not sure what else they have for that rally kit, but I actually do like the rally bash plate and crash bars. A friend of mine showed up one day. He had a rally kit on his motorcycle. He had great big knobbies, had an exhaust pipe, had the thing all hopped up. A friend of mine from Utah. And he let me borrow the bike. We put, 10 miles on it, 20 miles on it, something like that. Just had a ball in it. And in that situation, I took it out on gravel roads and just had some fun with it, if you know what I mean. The seat was great because, like I said, you could slide forward and backwards. You could, you stand up and distribute your weight backwards if you needed and forward if you needed it, and it worked really well that way. Anyway, so it's firm, it's narrow, it's good looking, and it's, like I said, built for a purpose. Little add-on, I mentioned that Royal Enfield said the seat would not fit without the rally kit. How did Baxter Cycle get that to fit? Well, let's take it off and see what we can learn. Needed two hands for that. So there's the seat. We took the old seat off the motorcycle right there. We adjusted. You can use this little thing right here to adjust high and low. I've got it in the high position. If you want it in the low position, you do that. That's low position. That's high position. We want it in the high position. And then we just took it like this. This is kind of crazy. And snapped it in just like that. So we didn't do a thing to it. It just fit right in. So to put this on my own motorcycle, if I wanted to be able to reach the ground easier because it's more at an angle here, yes, I would. If you wanted a long flat seat, yes, I would. If I was going to ride a lot of dirt, like let's say 50% of the time being on dirt, yes, I would. If I was going to do a lot of long rides, no, I wouldn't. And I do a lot of long rides, so I don't think I'm going to be putting that on my motorcycle. However, I only have about 250 miles on it. So, you know, if I put 1,000 miles on that seat, maybe I'll change my mind. We shall find out. Wahoo! As far as bike riding goes today, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous day out here. Iowa is beautiful. Look at that. I love it. Everything's going pretty good with the bike. I did install these mirrors. I think I might have to raise them up though, I think. I lowered them down like this because I wasn't able to see out past my shoulder enough. Now I'm thinking they're a little low. Now I like my mirrors up high, so I might do something different with that. The other thing I did was we put a wire from a hotspot back here, up here, so I could run my Garmin. And I wanted the Garmin hooked up so when you turn the key on, this would come to life, and it does right there. So, hey, maybe you can see where I'm at. Back it out here. Yeah, Oto right there. And that works pretty good. And the other thing I did was I moved my TPMS sensor over here a little bit so I could see it better when I'm rolling down the road. The other thing I want to mention, so it's a cool day, and the bags that we put on here, this bag here, and then I've got another one on the other side. That's my first aid kit that we're going to Alaska, so I wanted a first aid kit. They are actually cutting the air when you're sitting on the bike. They're blocking the air from my knees. So when you're sitting on the bike, you can stick your hand out here and you can feel the wind. So that has really made a difference, I think, in keeping the air off of me when it's cool out. Now we'll see how that works when it gets warm out. The other thing I'd like to mention, this thing right here, I got this at Baxter Cycle. It's a WRS. It's the biggest one they make. I've been getting a lot of questions about those. I like that. I like it a lot. It's the best one I've found so far. Our friend Colorado Mark has one similar to it, but shorter. Now, he just ordered himself a GV, and he says it's actually bigger than this one. I'll have to see that. If we get a hold of that one, we'll try to, make a video on it. At least show it off to you. The other one is these Barkbuster Storms. These have made a lot of difference today. And, they keep the wind off your hands. I mean, I've got my good gloves on. But I think they've really improved the ride a lot. I am very happy to have those. I got those from, let me think about this. That's 3dcycleparts.com. And the big thing about them is I wanted these that were powder coated black, because usually these are aluminum colored. Well, everything I got up here is black, so I wanted these to be black too, and they had those. Very nice quality. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. So the bags, the windshield, these, the mirrors, the Garmin's on there now. I've got bags I'm going to put back on here. I took them off because we were doing work on it. We changed the antifreeze in the bike the other day. So whether we switch the seat back around or not, I'll get those bags back on the back. Also, I just love this thing. Oh, hey, look at this. Nomad. That's what I call this bike, Nomad. Why would I call this the Nomad? Well, in the first 3 months I owned this bike, we went to 20 states. I put over 17,000 miles on it. I think we're just under 17,500 right now. Hey, Baxter Cycle sticker right there. 17,374 by golly. Gorgeous day, gorgeous day. If y'all are interested in a motorcycle like this, or parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, need a Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, jackets, gloves, helmets, boots, anything at all, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those fine folks that Fuzzy Biker sent you. Hit like and subscribe. Now it's a beautiful day out here. Look at this. Just gorgeous, gorgeous day out here. I'm going to go for a motorcycle ride. Y'all do the same if you can. Wahoo!
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wahoo! Wahoo!